Hello, YouTube. This is Rain Shine Fine. I am coming at you with another book review. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you do like the content. Rain Shine Fine is a channel that is dedicated to spiritual development, personal growth, and learning about the nature of all things through learning and through discussion, through reflection. So, um, the book review for today is on the Yoga of Herbs, an Ayurvedic guide to herbal medicine. And this is by David Frawley and Dr. Vasant. Yoga of Herbs. Now, what I really like about this book is it talks about essentially plant medicine, and it not just being a medicine that's for healing symptoms and healing ailments in the body, but it's also spiritual because plants are they come from the earth, and the earth is alive, and plants are sort of reflections of us, the human body. You can think of the nerves in the brain like the branches of a tree that go out, and the limbs of a tree like our arms, and the trunk and the body of the tree like our body. Plants have a way of communicating subtly through vibration, and you can also spiritually heal, interacting with them, working with them, and plants are sacred. All the medicine that comes from earth is not just for physical healing, but mental, psychological, spiritual as well. So the book, for the most part, has a list of herbs towards the end of the book. I would say the first 100 pages is content on how Ayurveda works. People are categorized into the three main constitutions, which is Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. And these three constitutions are basically giving you an idea of how to heal somebody. You don't heal somebody with herbs just to fix the symptom, or heal what the ailment actually is, but you take into consideration a person's characteristics or constitution. And so in the book, it talks about human constitution and how a person's certain characteristics, if I can find it, body frame, body weight, skin, hair, teeth, eyes, how they look, how they feel. Is the skin cold, warm? Do you process information easily, or do you easily forget? How are your dreams? How do you sleep? How do you handle your emotions? All of these characteristics are added up, or considered in the book, based on the reader's own life experiences, and they sort of categorize themselves into one of the three constitutions. The book also talks about, like I said, the interconnectedness of plants and human beings, and how a plant's stems, leaves, how it absorbs light, and is high vibrational, is like a reflection of human beings. There is a discussion on the taste of certain herbs and how the taste, which is categorized into sour, sweet, pungent, astringent, salty, and I believe bitter. Those 6 definitions of taste, and whether herbs have a cooling or a heating tendency, and what constitutions or what person should go after which herbs. It's all very interesting, and made me realize that Ayurveda is of course, an ancient practice, medicinally, spiritually, but it's very complex. And I will read a couple sections that I highlighted in the book. And just to give you an idea of what to expect when reading this. So, in the beginning of the book, let's see. Our nervous system, could be said, is a tree whose plant essence is human. Therefore, plants may communicate directly to that essence of feeling, which makes a true human being. And then later, consciousness in plants is on a primal level of unity. Therefore, it is more psychic, telepathic. Plants exist to transmute light into life. Human beings exist to transmute life into consciousness, love. It starts out with really getting into how important it is to recognize plants, and as an extension to recognize the earth, which plants come from. Being in balance with nature, and it being a sacred practice to work with herbs and plants. And then the book ends with common herbs, and lists their characteristics, and gives you an idea of how to use the herbs to perhaps create your own medicines, or just to heal yourself and to heal others. I would highly recommend this, The Yoga of Herbs, Ayurvedic Guide to Herbal Medicine. The book ends with bibliography of all the resources and texts that were referenced, an index of all the botanical herbs, and then aside from kind of going into detail about some main herbs and what they can be used for and their actions and properties, it also gives you a few, home remedies to use for common ailments like earaches, gas or indigestion, food poisoning, burns, menstrual disorders, hiccups, sprains, swelling, toothaches. For example, toothache, apply 3 drops of clove oil to the affected tooth. So if your tooth is aching, if it's throbbing, if you're just in discomfort, you can use the herbs from earth, because the plants from earth are truly healing. Not all, but instead of using all of these pharmaceuticals and chemicals, which are just synthesized versions of organic properties that the pharmaceutical industry likes to use to cure symptoms and not really cure the person, you're taking something from the earth, you're in sacred connection with that plant, and then you utilize that plant. And because earth is something that can never go away, is our home, that same energy, that same Mother Earth is healing as well. So again, I went off on a bit of a tangent, but The Yoga of Herbs is a recommended book for those who are interested in the Ayurvedic practice from India, learning more about that. Thank you. This has been Rain Shine Fine with another book review. Thanks.